What's going on, everybody? My name is John Serwin, and this is my kitchen. Welcome. Today, I'm going to show you how I made this homemade chicken salad on a homemade potato bun. You're tired of boring old chicken salad? This is a little elevated of a chicken salad that I usually do. I'm going to show you the techniques and how it's done. Stay tuned. In this glass here, I have about 1/3 of a cup of just some craisins. Oh yeah, craisins, not raisins, craisins. And I am just going to cover it with some pomegranate juice. We're going to rehydrate craisins, so probably about 4 to 6 ounces of pomegranate juice. You could use cherry juice, pomegranate juice, grape juice, whatever kind of juice you have on hand. I just happen to have pomegranate on hand. So I'm going to leave this sit for about a half hour. To start making up our chicken salad, in this big bowl, I have put 175 grams of mayo, 70 grams of Dijon mustard, and 40 grams or the juice of 1 lemon. This is that whole rotisserie chicken. I'm going to just plop it all in there. We have our 50 grams of red onion, 4 grams or 2 sprigs of tarragon, 15 grams or about 1/4 of a bunch of the parsley. We're going to glove up and give this a mix with our hands, breaking up the chicken as we go and getting everything incorporated. So you could feel any of the bones or anything left over in the chicken. All right, that looks pretty good to me, but let's give her a taste. All right, pinch of salt, a few cracks of black pepper, and last but not least, we are going to go in with our 1/4 of a cup of craisins that we're soaking in that pomegranate juice and 56 grams of slivered almonds. We're just going to kind of fold these in. All right, I'm going to cover this in plastic wrap and throw it in the fridge for about an hour or 2. We're going to take one of our homemade potato buns, slice it right in half. I'll have the link in the description for you. There you go. That's what the homemade potato bun looks like. We are going to butter this up and then go over to the stove top to get a little crisp on there. I am lightly buttering each side of the bun, and we are going to plop it down. We got it on the griddle here on medium heat, and we are going to get a little crisp on there. All right, time to take the buns off. Nice little toast on there. Beauty. She's a beaut, Clark. To assemble up our chicken salad sandwiches, I'm going to take our toasted bun, throw a little bit of mayo on the bottom. Nothing crazy, just a touch. A little bit of sandwich glue, really, and a little bit on top. Why not? Get wild with it. Next, we're going to put down something that sometimes I honestly put in my chicken salad, and other times I just put on the sandwich. Some bread and butter pickles. They really are great in chicken salad. I would highly suggest, if you haven't done that yet, at least put them on your sandwich. If I don't like exactly how this tastes, I might cut some up and still put them inside the chicken salad. All right. Anyway, here's our chicken salad that has been sitting and kind of soaked up everything, which is fantastic to see. Now, I'm going to give it one last little taste. Maybe a few cracks of black and just a tiny pinch of salt. Give that a mix up, and we are going to start piling it on. Finish it all off with some nice Boston or butter lettuce. And there we are, folks. Look at that, huh? And there you have it, folks. That is our homemade, elevated, or fancy chicken salad with little dried fruit, almonds, on our homemade potato bun. Every aspect of this, again, I think might have been homemade. Made the mayo, I made the bread and butter pickles, made the potato buns, made the chicken salad, made the Dijon mustard. All right, sweet. This is pretty fun, actually. This is a realization I literally just had. I am a fan of chicken salad in many different forms. Growing up, we basically had it as poached chicken breasts, mayonnaise, salt, pepper, onions, and some celery. And I was picky growing up, and I didn't like the celery, so it was literally mayonnaise, onions, chicken, salt, pepper. Everything I make is kind of like it's a roadmap, right? It's not a formula. You don't have to follow it strictly. You don't have craisins, don't put them in. You want to put in raisins, put them in. You want to put in apples, you want to put in grapes, you want to put in walnuts, you want to put in cherries. Sky's the limit, especially with chicken salad. You can go down so many rabbit holes and make it so many different ways. And most ways are good. Enough of my tangent. I'm going to go ahead and give this the official taste test. Remember, we toasted these buns, put some bread and butter pickles on there, and our chicken salad. So, bottoms up. I just started toasting my buns for chicken salad, and I am never going back. So you get potato bun pillowiness, then you get the crisp, buttery flavor, and then you get the softness of the chicken salad with the sweetness of the craisins, the tartness of the Dijon, the creaminess of the mayonnaise, the onions, and then those bread and butter pickles. You know what I am going to do is probably legitimately chop some up and throw them into the chicken salad because they are that good and they really make a difference. Go ahead and give this one a shot. Let me know if you do. Comment below. Let me know if you've made chicken salad like this, or are you team fruit in your chicken salad or team no fruit? I wonder what that would be. If we could reach a wide enough audience to get a nice sample, that'd be pretty cool to see. But yeah, anyway, give it a shot, folks, and let me know what you think. And remember, you're just making food out of ingredients until you sit down and share them with the ones you love. Then it's a meal. All right, guys, thanks for coming by from the bottom of my heart. Can't thank you enough. Till next time.